These are the new Atlas Multitools. They're very, very cool. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to find the Atlas Multitools that were just added in the Echoes update. So the first thing I'm going to tell you right now, you need to do the Autophage missions, the new robot missions. Do those first because you're going to need two special items in your multi-tool. You need these two items, and they can only be gotten, you can only get these from doing those robot missions, you guys. I don't want to spoil too much about it if you have not already, but if you have, you're good to go. So at the end of all those missions, they don't really tell you what to look for, but I can show you how to do that. So let's jump in here. Now we're gonna have to only find them in Korvax systems. It doesn't matter what kind of Korvax system. So it could be a pirate outlaw system. It could be a corrupted dissident system. I am currently, I think, in a pirate system. Let's look. But again, it does not matter which one as long as it's Korvax. So in your galaxy map, make sure you're in a Korvax race system. Again, doesn't matter if it's a pirate system or if it's a dissident or just a regular one. They are in all Korvax systems. Now, the easiest way to do it for me is go to the space stations and you get the alien ancient artifact charts. Get as many of these as you possibly can because we're going to be looking for monoliths. So if you don't have it enough, if you cannot get, well, look at that right off the bat, alien monolith. If you cannot get a whole bunch of those charts, I will show you a separate way to do this. But for the first one, we are going to just use an ancient artifact chart. So just fire that off until you see an alien monolith. That's what you're looking for. It can show you a plaque or, you know, like an ancient ruin or anything like that. We don't care about any of those. You're only looking for a monolith. So we're going to pop down here. Let's land right here. And also be aware, because we're going multi-tool hunting, you're going to need room in your multi-tool stacks. So make sure you don't have your multi-tools filled up. Like I only have 5 in here. You're allowed to have 6. So make sure you have room for your multi-tools. Because if you don't, you'll have to trade out one of your older multi-tools in order to get the new one. So once you get to the ancient monolith, you don't want to go right to the monolith itself. You don't want to do this one. You want to look for this purple thing right here. It is a discordant interface. Come over here. We're going to need to activate this first. And again, this is going to be a little bit of a story spoiler. So if you haven't done this yet, maybe go do this first before you continue on watching the video. But yeah, we're going to refill all 3 of these with Atlantium. There you go. And now that that's done, now we can go through. The monolith has been changed over to an Atlantid one. It's been infused. So let's talk to the monolith now. The monolith resonates as the Atlantium seeps within its core. A voice, impossibly old, impossibly low, is magnified as the stone vibrates. The feeling is overwhelming. My eyes begin to swim. This is all in the Autophage language, the new robot language. So I don't know very many of the words for this one. So it's going to be kind of jumbled, just like a normal monolith would. I blink to clear my vision. As my eyes reopen, I find myself afloat in a waveless purple sea. The sky glows. The voice has become a chant, its words filling the water around me. Well, let's wait. In the distance, walls of crystals erupt from the depths. Fountains of lilac-tinted water sparkle in the light, crystal foam arcing through the air as the sea is displaced. One by one, mile-high spires are thrown from the core. It is beautiful. One by one, these cliffs begin to close in on me, and then I realize, and I turn and begin to swim, but they are coming for me. I feel the bubbles surround me. The water beneath me vibrates, and I feel myself start to sink. I hear the roar as the crystal races through the sea. At that moment, the crystal wall overtakes my body, and I am released, and it is done. So you're going to get a little bit of story there, but don't worry. You have to go back over here to the dissonance interface, discordant interface. The interface glows, Atlantium still rippling within its core. The very stone seems to shift, its cold, polished surface arranging itself into a piece of technology. Let's inspect it. And we got that right there. Look at how beautiful that thing is. It is a C-class. So, these are the new Atlas Multitools. They're very, very cool. They are almost on the same level as the Sentinel Multitools. Now, we still need to look into how much damage they do. If you want to know any of those details, definitely check out Zane's World. He will be doing an in-depth guide once he gets enough time. He's a little bit busy right now, but he will be doing that later on. But look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful one. And you can just take it. You can compare it. You can buy it. 400 nanites. That's not much, actually. So we're okay with that. So we're going to buy it for 400 nanites. So there you go. So now we have the new cool Atlantium or Atlas multi-tool, which is very, very awesome. But if you don't have those charts, and if you want to find another one, all you have to do is call in your roamer. So, oh, I don't have my Exocraft platform here. Let me do this. Because the roamer is one of the few of the Exocraft that can actually scan for... Can I not call it in? I guess I have to call it in. It can scan for ancient monoliths. So, get in here. Now, as you're driving around, I'm going to delete this thing now because I want to get my resources back. There we go. As you're in here, you're going to need at least one Exocraft radars. You can get more if you want to, but you need at least one. Because if you press down on your D-pad, go to your Exocraft radar, you can scan for different buildings, drop pods, abandoned structures, all this stuff. What we're looking for is an ancient alien structure. Alien monolith detected. There you go. We already have another one. Where is it at? It's over there. Yep, there you are. 6 minutes away. And so you can drive over there if you want to. I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to fly over there. But that is a very quick way, very easy way to scan for it. Again, it's the same thing as a chart. It's not going to mark a monolith every time, but it will mark a monolith eventually. So let's get over here. And the other thing to keep in mind is that the Atlas Multitools are just like the Sentinel ships. It is going to be the same model, the same looking multi-tool on the same planet. So every monolith I go to is going to have the same looking multi-tool. However, it will have a different class. So right now I have my multi-tool right here. It is a C class right there, right? Gotta do the same thing over here. Let's fill this up just like the other one. There we are. And then it changes it. And it will have storyline as well. Everyone's going to have storyline. As the Atlantium floods through the monolith, images flood into my head, seizing my mind as their own. I find myself floating across the surface of the world. I see it all. Every rock, every tree, every creature. They are safe, and I am safe. And then there's going to be a message in the Autophage, the robotic language. Then I feel it, a pain, sharp, deep, and piercing. My vision flashes red. I am hurled around and see my tormentor. A vandal, thoughtlessly vaporizing the minerals that surround them. Each atom they claim rips at the fiber of my being. Let's scream for aid. I summon all I have and I scream into the glass that connects us all. My friend arrive and together we drive the invader from our land. But my shell is sacrificed, burned by the vandal as they fight for a few more seconds of plunder. The vision fades and only the Vandal's stolen harvest remains. There you go. And then we can come over here again. It's going to be the same multi-tool, but it'll be a different class. So if you find one that's really, really cool, but you don't find a good class of it, keep looking on the same planet. There we go. So this is a different one. It's the same looking multi-tool. It's the same class, but look at the item setup is different. Let's compare. Really? This one's only 280 and the new one is 1600 nanites? That's killing me. That's all right. We'll do that though. So it's going to cost you nanites instead of cash. So it's a little bit more expensive comparatively. And so yeah, that is how you get your new Atlas Multitools. And remember, the biggest thing is look for alien monoliths only in the Korvax systems, and all the multi-tools on one planet are going to look the same, but if you go to different monoliths, you can find a C or a B or an A or maybe even an S-class multi-tool. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.